Last century, we have seen an epidemic of animal abuse throughout the United States. This is seen in every small town, every big city across the U.S. Many people fail to realize how widespread it is and how much they can actually do to help fight back. Animal abuse comes in many forms, and an average person can do more than they think. We will go over a few main topics here, kind of the cause of how animal abuse is, the solution, and the effect of animal abuse.
All right. So, causes of animal abuse. Animal abuse is taking place every day. Every day animals have to fight for survival. At hunting, but real situation. And today I will focus on the cause of human being the. I'll focus on the cause of human abuse. So basically, human beings are the highest form of living, highest form of life on Earth, and our job is to take care and take responsibility toward animals. And unfortunately, humans are still abusing animals. So, what are the causes of animal abuse? According to the Health and Guidance website, some people believe that animals should be mistreated because they don't deserve respect because they're inferior to a human. And those people, they act violently toward animals. Another cause of animal abuse is violence. People who had an experience in violence before, they act with violence as if it's a normal issue, and they keep acting with violence toward these animals. So let's have obviously most of you have some basic information about animal abuse, but let's start with an example. Usually, some people, like insane people, they watch animal abuse for entertainment. So what they do is a dog fight, for example, where they keep two dogs in a ring, and the two dogs have to start fighting each other till one of them drops dead or gets physically injured and cannot continue. So that's a form of animal abuse. Dog fighting can take place anywhere. It can be in front of your house, your neighborhood, your school. So you have to take an action toward that. So animal abuse is taking place all over many places, and it's just wrenching to see that this kind of inhuman behavior brings these people joy, and honestly it's embarrassing to see a human acting with vulgarity and cruelty toward God's creation.
Well, I'm here to talk about the problem with animal abuse. As somebody who's worked for a rescue before, I've seen the effects and problems with it. More recently, I've noticed that there's been a trend. According to an ASPCA study, there has been a linked form between domestic violence and animal abuse. Turns out that almost 88% of cases of domestic violence had animal abuse involved in some way, shape, or form. Another problem caused by animal abuse is that it can actually cause harm to humans. There was a case, according to Time magazine, that a man was killed by a rooster because a man attached a knife to the rooster and the rooster stabbed him to death. Another problem with this is that it's basically almost like an endless cycle with animals. Person comes up, abuses the animal gets either traumatized and is fear for its life, and of course, when an animal is backed to a corner, it's going to defend itself. Thus, the animal defends itself, biting the hand, which causes the owner to get angry and continues the cycle all over again. And another one is how it affects the psyche of children. If you're a child growing up in an abusive family, you're going to see all this violence against an animal, and you're going to think, oh, this is a common thing. This is how you treat animals. Thus, these kids will grow up believing that animal abuse is okay. And we have provided a solution